today on 15 on 15.
Aruba is close to closing a deal with Citgo to reopen the island's idled refinery. Plus, Aruba is present at this year's Travel and Adventure Convention. And DV All-Inclusive opens a brand new restaurant. Thank you for joining us on another edition of 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV with Daniela Piazzi. Let's get started with our latest local news topics. This week, Minister Mike de Mesa and Minister Paul Cruz visited Houston, Texas to continue their negotiations with Citgo Petroleum in the hopes of reopening Aruba's idled refinery. The reopening of Aruba's idled refinery may soon become a reality. Over the course of this week, Minister Mike de Mesa and Paul Cruz traveled to Citgo's headquarters in Houston, Texas, together with their technical, financial, and legal experts. The Aruban government has been working for over 5 months now to close a deal with Citgo Petroleum to restart their processing units at the former Valero refinery under a 25-year lease contract. The American unit of PDVSA Citgo has announced that they will be making their final decision on March 31st. In the late 1920s, Aruba's economy sustained itself mostly on the activities of the refinery. Therefore, the reopening of this industrial installation in the San Nicolas area will not only have substantial effects on the island's economy, but will also have a big impact on Aruba's workforce. Even a Citgo desk has already been set up by the government where applicants can sign up, and the results have been nothing but positive. The definite participation agreement is scheduled to be signed on March 31st. This would mean that the final approval has been made by Citgo to reopen the refinery. Moving forward, in 2 weeks, Aruba will be welcoming 37 small island developing states as well as public-private partnership industry leaders to the P3A conference. During this 3-day event, the efforts to achieve sustainable development goals will be mobilized, as well as strengthening international cooperations. From March 22nd until the 24th, the Public-Private Partnership Conference, or P3A Conference, will take place right here in Aruba, where over 37 states will be coming together to share their sustainable development goals and projects. In the past, Aruba has held conferences about sustainable development goals, such as the Green Conference late last year. But this one will be focusing on the importance and potential of public-private partnerships in the development of countries. The topics that will be discussed during this forum are oceans, sustainable agriculture, renewable energy, infrastructure, connectivity, sustainable tourism, and finance. In recent years, Aruba has been a big advocate for the need of sustainable development, not only in our own island, but also in neighboring regions. Therefore, the United Nations chose Aruba as the ideal place to hold this conference. Aruba has also experienced a public-private partnership firsthand with the construction of the 4-lane highway named the Green Corridor. But Aruba will not only have a lot to offer in terms of knowledge and experience of public-private partnerships and sustainable development, but the island will also have the opportunity to learn from experiences that other SIDS went through. For more information on this conference, you can visit p3a.org. Moving forward, in many Caribbean regions, island hopping is not limited to the skies. One of the most preferred ways to get from one destination to the next, or simply for a one-day getaway, is to travel by ferry. Currently, to get from one of Aruba's sister islands, a small prop plane is usually involved. But this may soon change as authorities from the ABC Islands are looking into introducing a faster and simpler form of transportation. Representatives of the Aruban, Bonaire, and Curaçao government recently met to discuss a faster and simpler connection between these 3 islands. The purpose of this meeting was to establish the economic possibilities of introducing a marine ferry as a form of transportation between the ABC Islands. After thorough research of the maritime borders between these 3 countries, it was revealed that it is indeed legal to conduct a ferry operation. The next step for this project is to assess the customs processes that would need to be taken to travel from one destination to the next. A ferry could not only be useful to locals, but could also bring a whole new tourism market between the 3 islands. Imagine being able to take a simple day trip without the hassle and expenses of an airport. The next meeting between these government officials will take place in April to take the necessary steps in making this plan a reality. We'll be back with more English news after a quick commercial break. When we come back from the break, Aruba is highlighted at this year's Travel and Adventure Convention. Thank you for staying with us right here on Channel 15 8TV. The Los Angeles Travel and Adventure Show is a place where travel lovers come together for travel inspiration, expert information, and fun cultural interactions. Aruba, as a top travel destination in the world, was of course present, together with over 1,000 other exhibitors. Amongst the masses, Aruba stood out during this event, and travel expert Devin Gallaudet was intrigued to find out more. Check it out.
Can you tell us a little bit about what somebody who hasn't been to Aruba needs to know?
Aruba is that easy destination. It's a great island. Whatever you're looking for, definitely there's something for everyone. It's easy in the fact, we're one happy island. We have 90 distinct nationalities on island. So they're warm, welcoming people that everyone on island bends over backwards for you. Everybody speaks 4 languages: English, Spanish, Dutch, and Papiamento. So there's no language barrier on island. It's beautiful beaches. We're known for some of the best beaches, not only in the Caribbean, but around the world. Everybody takes the U.S. dollars, prices things in U.S. dollars, gives you change back in the U.S. dollars. We're a foodie's paradise with well over 200 different restaurants on island, pricing and flavor for everybody. We even have an Eat Local week in Aruba coming up in September, where all the restaurants will include a local dish on their menu, and it has the prefix menu. So that's coming up and very exciting, and it's gone over very well. So there's just a lot of different things. If you're looking into adventure and activities abound in Aruba. So if you're into the casinos and Las Vegas type shows, we have all of that. Shopping, tons of shopping and nightlife. Whatever it is you're looking for, there's something for everyone. Our resorts, everything from your Ritz-Carlton, your U.S. hotel chains, to your small intimate properties where they call you by name around the resort, to your all-inclusives. Lots of different properties to choose from.
That sounds unbelievable, and I'll be honest with you, I'm hooked a little bit on what the local cuisine might be, because that local foodie experience sounds absolutely unbelievable. Can you tell me a little bit more about that, or what are some of the kind of traditional meals we should be exploring while visiting Aruba?
My favorite dish, and if I don't get it when I'm in Aruba, I really get upset, cashiana. Cashiana is a local dish. It's kind of almost like a casserole, and you have chopped up chicken and capers and raisins and cashews, and it's all baked in this shell of Gouda cheese, and it is heaven to die for. You also have tons of local seafood that you can have throughout the island. What's very unique about Aruba, and it's one of our signature experiences, is the fact that we have over 20 different venues where you can dine with your feet in the sand or your toes in the water. So it's not just a location where you have that experience where you get to see it through windows, you are actually in the elements themselves. So not only do you have this incredible dining experience and the wonderful food, but you are in the elements, and that is what you go to a destination for, to actually experience it.
Oh, you nailed it. This sounds unbelievable. I want to go, and I hope you do too. This is Devin with In the Know Traveler. Thank you, Kim. And now you are in the know about Aruba.
We'll be back with more 15 on 15 after a quick commercial break, so stay with us. After the break, this is Pure Lime, one of Aruba's first authentic Mexican restaurants. With us right here on Channel 15 ATV. For the lovers of authentic Mexican food here on the island, this is the one that you're going to want to hear. The DV All-Inclusive has just opened their 10th edition to their extensive list of restaurants, something that was missing on the island, an authentic Mexican restaurant with a menu straight out of the executive chef's hometown. It's burrito, taco, nacho, and flautas galore. The DV and Tamara in Aruba recently debuted their Mexican-themed restaurant, Pure Lime. Located at the DV Aruba All-Inclusive, Pure Lime marks the 10th dining option for guests staying at their properties. This is one of the first full-service Mexican restaurants on Aruba. Ms. Lisette van der Biesen will serve as the executive chef. Born in Mexico City, Chef Lisette lived most of her life in Morelia, Michoacan. She was raised in a very traditional Mexican family where all of the women would cook at home for their families. Inspired by her grandmother's cooking, Lisette was the first in her family to branch out and work for herself. She graduated from Davis University with a degree in international gastronomy. Before she started working at Pure Lime, Chef Lisette owned her own restaurant. With an open kitchen concept and traditional Mexican decor, this restaurant makes you feel like you are in her hometown. The menu will offer a variety of savory dishes that include traditional Mexican flavors, spices such as cilantro, avocado, and lime. The chef's favorite dish, though, are the flautas, a dish consisting of small rolled-up tortillas with beef, cheese, or chicken filling. Other top choices are the tacos, burritos, nachos, and you can't forget the guacamole. And of course, you can't have a true Mexican dinner without the signature drinks. The cocktail list of featured cocktails such as margaritas and sangrias made with pears, grapes, and apples. And although this restaurant is located in an all-inclusive resort, both locals and visitors are welcome to taste the Mexican cuisine. All you have to do is call ahead for reservations at 525-5200. Thank you so much for watching. These were your local news updates and trending Aruba topics. Be sure to like our 15 on 15 Facebook and Instagram page for all of the latest news updates. Also, don't forget to tune back in tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. for more 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 TV. See ya then.